Hi. Okay, this is the tutorial on how to use the minimap system. You basically drop this actor. It works with it either if you're on a streaming level or persistent level. You drop this actor right here. You drop this actor into your world. Just leave it there. Do not delete it because it will auto calculate your position and locations. So just leave this actor right on your level and it will automatically calculate where you are. And also add the actor component to your actor. Here it is. You just have to add the component to your actor and make sure this is turned on. Show on minimap is turned on. Set an icon as well. Make sure auto show on minimap is also turned on. And any of these you could do as well. And if you want fog of war, make sure this is turned on for fog of war. This will turn on fog of war for you. The same as this, but the same as this. Make sure these two are turned on for fog of war. But after you export it, is this button right here. Once you place the actor inside your level, you could make sure it always has to have a landscape. It will always your level should always have a landscape. It will auto detect the bounds for you. And if you don't want the landscape included, you will just go here, not here. Here, use filter layering. Layering, and open layers. You create a new layer here and then add whatever actor you want to here. So for example, if they have a specific tag, to use the bound layering, you have to create a layer. So you have to create a new layer. I cannot do it here for some reason, but you have to create a new layer and add whatever actor or meshes into this layer, into this layer, or whatever you name it. And then the layer name, you put it into the bounds. Where is this? You put it into the bounds. So city layer is the same name as the city layer content. That's how you use the layers. Instead of if you don't want the landscape to be attached with it, just put them into layers, and then you'll only take the layer aspect, not the landscape as well. And also set it to use show only list to use that. And when you export it, after you press this button, capture minimap actor, capture minimap now, it will show up right here. It will show up right here. Yep, right here it will show up. Then you could just export it out and edit it to whatever you desire. For example, this, you could edit it to look exactly like your map, your bounds of your map. Like this, as well as a full location, the full screen. Similar to the Tales series, if you ever played any of those. Ignore this. But it comes with these. For each level you have, make sure you add them to this data table. So, for example, I have multiple levels. So I have a couple here. A couple different maps. Some of them are just duplicates because they're different locations, but I have a couple of different locations. But just make sure to add a new entry and fill these out. The default value radius, the full screen radius, whatever you need help with, there will be a document attached to it, and it will show you how to set it up as well. And this is you don't really have to touch this, just leave this part alone. But if you want to make your own, just follow the document and it will show you how to do it. And you could make your own widgets as well. Just make sure they are a child of Minimap. So go here. Make sure they're a child of display widget and icon widget. These two. There should be a child of them. Okay, you have to have, after creating the data table, you have to have it in here in your Minimap widget. So this one right here, or whichever one you create that just has your Minimap, you have to have it in here. So get data table by row name, and just basically copy what I had. If you're going to make a custom one, just copy what I have, just change it to however you want, but it has to be similar. The same goes for this one too. For set minimap values, make a variable, your struct variable, and make sure it's similar. Make sure the bound actor should be automatically connected. If it's not, do it, but it should be automatically, but just set it in case it's not. And then in your main widget where you have the minimap, so right here, so in your main HUD where you have the minimap, make sure this is all set. I call it something different. You could call it something different as well. This two has to be the same as these. Has to be the same as this minimap size over here. It's imperative that it is the same because it's gonna be messed up. You could turn it into a variable to make it the same if you want to change it, but it's up to you. And then you can call it in your player controller, or wherever your HUD is created. So for example, mine is created over here. So this is how you change the texture of your minimap if you have multiple different streaming levels. So I called it this. So set minimap values like I showed before. And since I have multiple different minimap levels, which this was important. That this data set, get it from this data set. I'm calling it from the row name. So the row name, it has to be the same, obviously. That's how you're finding it. And then make sure this is there. Make sure this is there. This one right here. Like I said, it has to be the same. Because it won't work if it's not. You're going to be asking, why isn't it showing up? It has to be similar to what I have right here. And this part is also for full screen, in case you want a full screen view.